You may have seen me on This Morning or on Channel 5 doing the Pet Psychic show. Head over to My 5 because you can watch the 4 programs on there. Just type the Pet Psychic into the search, or have a look on YouTube. There's loads of clips on YouTube and you can see what I get up to. Get up to all sorts of things. I meet loads of people with lots of wonderful animals, and every Wednesday I've been coming here to do a live to answer your pet questions. All I need is a photograph of your pet's age, and your question. So that helps me to tune in, because I look at the photograph and I start getting messages from the animal in my mind. I'll hear words, I'll see pictures, I might even get a feeling. Sometimes I even get smell or taste. If you want to learn how to do it, grab a copy of my book, Everything You Need to Know to Become a Pet Psychic. Head over to Amazon and you'll find it on there, or go into Waterstones. It's in the city centre stores. Have a look at my other book as well, Life by Numbers by Elizabeth Barber, because I wrote that in my maiden name. So I'm an author as well as a pet psychic, I'll have you know. Anyway, who's here? Is anybody here yet? Let me have a look. I can't see the comments yet. So hopefully I can see. Here we go. Gemma's here. Hello, Gemma. Hello, Ruthie B. Nice to see you, Gemma and Ruthie, again. Pamela says, I can see and hear you. Thanks, Pamela. Because I didn't know if I was live or not. I was probably talking gibberish with loads of people watching me, but hey ho, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Louisa, hi, Beth. Felice, hi, Beth from Enfield. Oh, that's nice. Hello, Lainey. Good evening, lovely Beth. Brenda Banky Gordon. Hi, Beth, she says. Hi, Lacey. Hi, Amber. Hope you've had a wonderful day. I have, Amber. I've had a very wonderful day, thank you. I'm looking after my daughter's Chihuahua. So I've got 3 dogs here at the moment, so it's chaos. She's the feisty one. Vivian, her name is. She's very feisty. She thinks she's the boss. Yeah, well, sometimes she is. Let me have you know. Karen's here. Gemma. Julie. Who else is here? Gabby. Hi, here, Fila and Gabby from Argentina. Woohoo, that's nice. Hello, Angela Eveson. Angela Eveson's my lovely sister. There you go, my sister's here. Hello, Ange. I'll see you Friday, Ange, for a meal, okay? Celebrating my niece's birthday Friday. Hello, Marie. Hello, Stephanie. Oh, Marie is from Wisconsin in the USA. We're reaching other parts that other pet psychics do not reach tonight. Stephanie says, hello, me and Oliver, we're here. Hello, Carol from Scotland. I want to go to Edinburgh, Carol. I haven't been before. I just keep thinking I need to go there. Karen, Brenda, Cheryl. Oh, loads of you are here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Pet Psychic Beth Lee-Crowther, and I like to do pet readings for you. And also, every Wednesday, I've been coming live on Facebook and YouTube for about an hour or so. I tend to go over a little bit. I'm not very good at timekeeping. And we have been doing the mystery box. So if you get the answer right, you guaranteed a reading. If you win, you get a reading, your first for a reading this week. So I've been looking at the mystery box. I've done a new mystery box for this week. So I want you all to switch on your psychic senses tonight so that you can tell me what is in this week's mystery box. So you get a reading for definite next week. So I'd love to do everybody, and I try and get round as many of you as I can. I've made a few notes for a few people who have left their details on the Pet Psychic Facebook page this week. And if you leave a picture of your pet and your question and their age, then I can see who we're going to do. And I might choose a couple of you who's here live tonight to do a reading for you as well. Jane Dealey, she says, hi everyone. Hi Beth. Hello, lovely Jane. Lainey Walker, she says, have you had a heat wave this week? It's been quite warm, Lainey. I wouldn't exactly call it a heat wave. It's been about 21 degrees. So it's been just right. That's how I'd describe it. It's not too hot and it's not cold. And Roni, she says, good evening from Florida, FL, is that Florida, USA? Any thoughts on Tahula and Rosie, my dog's Rosie? 10 months Tahula is 13 and a half. I'll see if we get time to do that for you, Roni, a little bit later on. Melissa is in South Africa. Hello, Melissa. Thanks for joining us from South Africa. How lovely. Claire says, hello, hello. Excited for this evening's readings. Highlight of the working week. Hey, that's good. That's really good. I'm glad I'm the highlight of somebody's week. Claire. Oh, Mona, Brenda and Flitz. Right, I've done some readings. I've got them ready, but I think we better start with the mystery box because I'm sure you want to know who has won last week's mystery box. And I'm sure you're all, if you didn't get it right, you want to know what's inside. Now, do you remember last week I did the mystery box? This was last week's beautiful box. I don't know if I've got it upside down. Hold on. Pretty flowers on the box. Now, there was clues. Do you remember throughout the week, if you check back on the Pet Psychic page on Facebook, I did give out some clues. Something breakable, something ceramic. Do you remember? Yes, I can't think what the third clue was now. I can't remember what it was. Big heart, something with a big heart. So, did anybody else get it right? Is anybody about to type in the comments what they think it is? Shall I do the big reveal? Just give you a little glimpse of bubble wrap there. Let me have a look. Gemma said a plate. You're not far off, Gemma. You're not far off. It is ceramic. It's not a plate, though. It's not a plate. I'll give you a clue. That's a clue. You're all going to get it now, aren't you? Right, shall I do the big reveal? The big reveal. What's in the mystery box? I have to get it out carefully. I've bubble wrapped it. Anybody think I'd got the crown jewels in here? Oh, I haven't, honestly. Ooh, what could be inside? Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's have a look. We've got some answers, I think, before I completely show it you. Just hide it a little bit longer. Ruthie said a mug. Stephanie said a heart-shaped tea bag. Can you get heart-shaped tea bags? I want one. I want one, Stephanie. I'm always drinking tea. I only drink Thompson's tea. You can only get it in Tesco and Morrison's. Sometimes you can get it in the Co-op. Other teas are available. That's my favourite. If you haven't tried it, honestly, trust me, Thompson's, my very favourite is the Irish blend. You can get everyday and gold blend. And when I went to Scotland once, I got Scottish blend. There you go, it's the best. Do you know, if I go on about it, perhaps they'll sponsor me. Psychic Beth, sponsored by Thompson's Tea. It's got a nice ring to it, hasn't it? If only, if only. Right, let me have a look. Bone china mug, says Lynette. Teapot, says Kate. Well, you're very close. I'm going to show you what it is now. Well, there's two things, actually. But I'll show you the first one, which is a beautiful, beautiful mug. Mug with an elephant on it. See? It's got an Indian elephant on it. Made by Royal Worcester. It's probably a collector's item. I'll have to go on Bargain Hunt or something. What's that programme on in the afternoon where they sell their precious items? I'll have to go on there, send it to an auction. Look, Royal Worcester. See, it's probably worth a fortune. I reckon it's worth at least £3.50. What do you reckon? So it's a lovely mug with an elephant on it. So if you said mug, you did get it right. Did anybody say elephant? And then inside, I couldn't resist putting this in. But it's not a heart-shaped tea bag. It is actually a white elephant. Look, how cute. How cute's the elephant? Oh, there he is. So mug or elephant was the answer that I was looking for. And and I think the winner is actually here. And I think she's in the chat. Let me have a look. Is she here? Is she here? I think she might be. Who is the winner? It is Karen with Lily the horse. She got it right. Well done, Karen. Well done. Very good. Very good. So you are first in the queue tonight for a reading with your beautiful horse, Lily. So I'm going to do that in a minute for you, Karen. Right, so get rid of that mystery box. But I'm going to show you this week's mystery box. Are you ready? It's only a small one this week. Here it is. There it is, look. Ta-da-da-da. It's got a little flower on it. And it's actually from Italy. And it is made from alabaster. Have you ever heard of it? Alabaster. It's a stone, special stone. It's very tactile, actually. It's like one of those things you want to keep touching. And you know, marble is really cold. This isn't. It's like warm. So it's a bit like marble, but it's really warm. It's called alabaster. And it's got a hinge lid, so I've got to be really careful I don't accidentally open it so you see what's inside. And I'm going to give you a little clue straight away by shaking it. So are you listening? Listen to the sound. Can you hear that? Can you hear it? What could possibly be in this week's mystery box? Get it right. You get a reading and you can enter all week. Don't worry if you don't get it right tonight, because do you know what? These are my rules, and my rules state you can have as many goes as you like. But my one condition is that you do comment, you tag somebody and you share. So let's spread the love around, okay? So those are my rules. Have as many goes as you like, but like, comment, tag somebody and share, okay? So we can spread the Pet Psychic far and wide, because I'm already getting to South Africa, aren't I? Somebody's here from South Africa and USA. Where else can I get to? We'll see. We'll see. So what is inside this week's mystery box? It's something rattly. Something rattly. Let's see if anybody's having a go. Remember, use your white light of protection. Ground yourself. Imagine there's roots growing down into the ground throughout the soles of your feet. So you're grounded and centered. You do your white light bubble of protection before you do anything of a psychic nature, and you open your third eye chakra. Just imagine it like a flower opening or like a light switch being switched on. But you must close down when you've finished at the end. Even if I don't tell you, that's your personal responsibility to open up psychically. And at the end, you close down. So like you turn your light switch off, you imagine your flower closing, okay? And you give thanks for what you've received. So you thank Spirit for assisting you. Thank your spirit guides for helping you, all right? But I do tell you in detail about psychic protection, grounding, opening up in my book, Everything You Need to Know to Become a Pet Psychic. Not only is it teaching you how to communicate with your pets and other animals, it teaches you a lot about psychic things, you know, because you might want to go off in another direction and do some people readings or card readings like I do. So there, let's see if anybody's had a go. Let me have a look. Julie said animal collar. Brenda said keychain. Oh, hang on a minute. Ruthie, cam at collar. Cam at collar. A locket, says Lainey. Oh, a cat collar. I need to go to Specsavers. I can't read the comments very well. Angela says silver necklace. Melissa rings. Ruthie cat collar. On bracelet. Gabby's in Argentina. Ladies wristwatch, said Amber. Megan's in Canada. That's nice. Claire's in Southend. Oh, Pamela's in Virginia. Oh, Roni in USA, loving you. Loving you back, Roni. Oh, that's really nice. Cameo. Is it a cameo, said Brenda. I don't think anybody's got it right yet. You've got to keep trying. Keep trying. Gemma says, I always try, but still can't see. Keep trying, Gemma. Read my book. It teaches you about clairvoyance. If you've struggled with clairvoyance and clear seeing, that's what it means. You might be what we call clairaudient, where you hear words in your mind and phrases. So you could ask Spirit to tell you what's in the box and just quieten your mind and see what words come in. Try that. Let me know how you get on. Marie says skeleton key. No, it's not a skeleton key. Kate says a chain, not a chain, Kate. Melissa says necklace with a charm. Kimberly says large coins, francs or large coins. I thought you'd put Francis then. Francs or large coins. Brenda, she said, I thought I had a third eye. Turns out it was a pimple. I like it, Brenda. Oh dear. Roni says, I am open to receiving your information. Thank you. Is there a lovely bracelet? It's not a bracelet. It's not a bracelet. It's not a charm bracelet. Cheryl said, I've got your book. It's great. Thank you, Cheryl. That's very kind of you. Cheryl, just go on Amazon and leave me some feedback, please. Leave me a review. I need some more reviews. So just everybody who's watching, just head over there. Not now, after the Facebook Live has finished. Leave me a review on my books. Okay, thanks. Roni says a brooch. Gemma says, I always have gut feelings. That's good, Gemma. Lee says, hi from Michigan. There we go. That's amazing. Earrings, said Cheryl. And it's not earrings. Gabby said a key. Well, I'll just say this, Gabby, it isn't a key, but when I was choosing what to put in, one of the things I did think about was putting a key in there, but it isn't a key, but I did actually consider it. So maybe you're picking on something that I was thinking about. So that's pretty good. Liz said, I've got your numbers book, Beth. It's fantastic guide. Oh, thanks, Liz. Grab a copy of Life by Numbers by Elizabeth Barber, okay? It is good, and it's a good gift if you don't know what to buy somebody, because everybody can use it. You don't have to be psychic. You don't even have to be interested. You just have to be willing to look up a number that you've seen that day. That's all you have to do. It gives you a message. And they're not like angel messages. They're like, I don't want to say hard hitting because I don't want to put you off the book, but you know what I'm like? I'm a bit straight to the point kind of person, and that's what the messages are like. They're sort of like, you know, no fluffy messages, just straight to the point. So I think you'll like it. Gabby said, is it a button? And Karen said, love. Oh. Astrid said, a ring with a chain. And Gabby said, close enough for me. Oh, and Lee says, green crystal. Keep trying because nobody's got it right yet. Remember, you can have as many times as you like. Have as many goes as you like throughout the week until next Wednesday, okay? Just remember, when you comment, like, tag, share, let other people know, especially if you do it in the week. Right, I'm going to do the winner's reading now, which is Karen with Lily the horse. Lovely Lily. My daughter's got a dash-hound called Lily. I love that. Lovely name. Lovely name. So let's get on the screen a picture of Lily so you can all have a look at her. Look! Isn't she beautiful? Look at her little sash that she's got round her neck. Oh, it looks like it's a celebration there, Karen. And I'm so pleased that you got the answer right. Well done. Well done, Karen. So this is what Karen says, and I think she's watching. Hope she's watching anyway. This is my horse Lily, and she's 13 years old. I would like to know if she's happy doing the jumping, or would she like to do other things? Could you also tell her that I feel blessed to have her in my life? Oh, I've already told her that, Karen. I've told her that you feel blessed to have her in your life. And I think she feels blessed to have you in her life. But this is what I've written down. I've already put some little notes down for you. Now, your question, the first thing was, is she happy jumping? And before I get onto that, the first thing she wanted to tell me was that she said, I'm a very kind and genuine mare. She said, I'm very good-natured and easy to do. And I really felt like when I was tuning into her, and I'm tuning into her again now, Karen, that she just goes along really calmly, like, hello, everybody. And she said she's very good with people who are like sometimes not used to horses, like she helps to calm them. And she was showing me a child. And I think that she would also have a good effect on children, like to sort of make them feel that horses can be very magical and very special, even though to a child a horse can look huge. And obviously you have to be very careful around horses. They are flight animals. They can suddenly rear, kick, bite, run off. You know, you have to have your common sense. I'm not trying to say just chuck your kids in the field with the horses. I'm not saying that at all. Of course I'm not. But what I am saying, Karen, is that she feels a really beautiful, kind, gentle energy when I tune into her. I love talking to her. She said she does enjoy doing the jumping, and I'd written down she is happy jumping. And I asked her, would you like to do anything else? And then I said, oh, actually, I'll make that question a bit more specific. I said, would you like to do dressage? And then I felt like, oh no, dressage isn't for me, because it like makes my knees, it like affected her knees. So I'd be interested to know if she'd ever had any problems in that area of the body, or if you ever feel that her knees are a bit out of balance. But it might just be the pressure that dressage would put on to that. So you can tell me about that maybe in the comments, Karen. But obviously I'm not a vet, so I can't make any diagnosis or prognosis. That would be something to discuss with your vet, of course. And I always have to say that for any animal. So she said fun rides would be a good thing for me to do. She says because she likes to go out and she likes company. And she says, you can be a little bit shy, Karen, at times, and it would be good for your social standing. It would help introduce you to other people. She said she knows that when you're together and you're riding her, she says you feel in yourself complete. And she gave me that word complete, like you feel like you understand each other and you're at your happiest when you're actually riding her. I know it's great fun doing all the jobs, grooming, feeding, you know, mucking out. And when you're a horse person, you take all that on the chin and you just enjoy being with horses. But she says when we're riding, because we get this oneness. And she said she feels that she's taught you a lot and that you've gained in confidence riding her. She says we did have a couple of challenges early on, but we've completed that. We've overcome that, and we're very together. She makes me feel, Karen, have you had a problem with your back? Because she says at times, she said she feels like your back feels stiff when you're riding her. I mean, it might just be stress, but let me know. Because she said she could feel that kind of tension coming from that area of your body. And I know this horse is very tuned into you and very, very intuitive indeed. She said she's done a lot of things in the past. I felt that she'd either been in some kind of establishment. I don't know if she'd been in like a busy stables or if she was doing I don't know, riding lessons for people or something. But she made me feel there was some kind of busy establishment. And then she said I don't know if she's of Irish descent, but she was giving me an island feel. And then she said she's happy to travel. She's okay traveling, likes to go out and about. And then she gave me the name, an R name that sounded like Robin or Rebecca. Okay. The weird thing that she told me was that she gave me Great Malvern. Well, that's where I live. Have you ever ridden her over the Malvern Hills? Or have you got any plans on coming into this part of the country? But she gave me that, and I thought, well, that's the area where I am. But I had to tell you because she said that to me. So I always give people everything that I get, you know. So even if I don't understand something, I'll still tell you if the animal has told me. She said the name Trevor and dates to put in your diary, December the 18th and December the 19th. So I don't know if you've got something planned, whether that's a birthday or anniversary, or maybe it's something you don't even know that's coming up yet. Can you put that in your diary? Because she gave me that. Then she said, an interesting message for you. Yes, she does love you. She's very happy being with you. She loves her life, which I thought was an incredible message. But she said, something is compromising your work ethics, Karen. She says, choose what you believe in. Isn't that interesting? She said, choose what you believe in, and it's something to do with work ethics. So I thought that was wonderful. So I hope that's given you something to think about there. But she does like a jump in, but she said fun rides were good for her. So maybe something else for you to consider, and really to open out your social life. So there you go. Thanks for sending in that beautiful picture of Lily and getting the mystery box correct. Well done. Well done indeed. So that was lovely. Let me have a look. Oh, right. I can see messages now, Karen. I was concentrating on doing the reading. I wasn't reading the comments. Hang on. Let me have a good look. She's here, Karen Leeming. She said, yes. She's unbalanced on one side. That makes sense. My knees, yes, she said. No, but I don't know what no is to because I wasn't looking at the comments at the time. Yes, yes, and thank you. Oh, at least, Karen, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 yeses and only one no. That's all right, isn't it? Oh, no, joking aside, that's lovely. I'm glad you've enjoyed the reading. She says, thank you. Stephanie said, I love that message. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And then she said, Karen said, yes, that tune. Kate said, is it a whistle in the mystery box? No, it's not a whistle. It's not a whistle. Let me see who else has been in touch for reading. And, oh, Sarah's been in touch with Henry. Let me see. Henry is nearly 5 and Henry's a rescue greyhound. There he is, look. Oh, looks like he's on the settee there, snuggled up. Sarah said, this is Henry, our nearly 5-year-old rescue greyhound. He's very anxious and nervous of certain situations. He also gets distressed, whines and screams for no apparent reason on a night when he should be in bed. He regularly stargazes outside when he goes out to the toilet. Please help because we don't know what to do. We're both in wheelchairs and find Henry very challenging, but we don't want to give him up because we don't want to give up on him, and we've had him for 2 years. Oh, Sarah, it sounds like you're doing your absolute best with Henry. So I've tuned into him today, and I'm still tuning in while I talk to everybody, and particularly to you, Sarah. I got that Henry has had quite a checkered past. He's had a hard time before he arrived with you. I think he may have been raced, or he was certainly used for some kind of sporting activity, because he said to me, I wasn't fast enough. And he said, and I was shut in a lot. And I think that his life with you is so very different to the life he had before, that he's trying to get his head around everything and readjust. I don't know how long you've had him. I think you said, did you say you'd had him 2 years? I think you said. But even though that seems like a long time, his experiences are quite deep rooted. Yeah, you've had him for 2 years. He feels like what's happened to him is still with him. It's like taking a long time for him to really move forward, although he says to me he has come on in leaps and bounds, but he still struggles in some ways because his life before was very stressful and difficult. And I have to be honest with what I pick up. He said to me, don't give up on me. I am trying and I have improved. He said that he was shut in a lot, but then he was also showing me that, I don't know if he was being made to try and catch rabbits, but it's like he was going at speed to catch something, but that could be racing. But that was the vision he'd given me. And he said he was under pressure. He was pressured. He said he would be helped as well if he had food which had something that would calm him in it. And I think you can buy dog food with chamomile in. Now, I'm not a vet or a nutritionist, so I can't tell you what to feed your dog, but you can research that. You can go online and check some really good foods that have calming influences within them. And you might find that that just helps a little bit take some of the stress and anxiety away. I don't think it's going to get rid of it, but you've got to look at things that can ease and help. He also says he has trouble with his ears and he has some earache. So just keep an eye on if his ears need cleaning. If you're concerned, chat to the vet about that. And also, when I linked into him, I felt like his hips were a little bit off, or they just felt out of balance. He said he has been treated unkindly at the hands of another person in the past. And again, that's something that has stopped with him. And then he also said that he felt like he hadn't got like a permanent base, that he was moved around a lot. And again, that made him feel insecure. He gave me the area of Kent. So I don't know where that features in his life or whether you understand that. But he also gave me Northern Ireland as well. So 2 places is what he references. Now, he gave me the name of Brian. So I don't know if that's connected to you, Sarah, the name Brian. But then he was trying to give me an L name. Sometimes I can hear names really clearly. And other times I know the initial or what it sounds like. And the L name sounded like Letitia or Layla. It was like L ending in A, and perhaps it's an unusual name, and that's why I can't quite hear it perfect. But what's important to remember is the initial L for the beginning and A for the end. If you don't know it, look out for this person coming in. He gave me the dates of October the 10th to the 12th. So just jot that in your diary, but you might already know what that's for. He said, I do love my new family. He said, I do. And he's hoping that you can work through things together. He says he doesn't like loud bangs or loud noises. He says when he's outside of a night, you described it as like stargazing. He's remembering when he used to be out of a night before you had him, and he was expected to do things. So I don't know if he was like catching rabbits, or I don't know enough about that kind of thing, but it's that feel that he gives me. Oh, it's all right, my earpiece has just fell out, so I need to put it back in so I can talk to my producer. Just bear with me. And then the other name he gave me was Charlie, which is probably short for Charles. But I just feel like, I know things are difficult for you from what you've said, but I feel like don't give up on him yet. Keep going, because he says to me he is improving, and some calming things in food will help. And then he said to me, there's something about, are you getting a new vehicle or vehicle change? And he would like to be with you. Something to do with going out in the car or the vehicle. He just told me that. That's why I went quiet. I was just listening. I hope that's helped you, Sarah. Thank you for persevering with Henry. I know it can be very difficult when we get rescue animals, because although you're doing your best, things can have happened before that they've ended up with us, and it can be challenging, but try for a bit longer and see how you go, and let us know on here. All right. I hope that's helped. Who have we got on here? Stephanie. I'd really appreciate a message from Oliver about how he feels I'm supporting him with his last chapter. Oh, Stephanie. What I get as soon as I read that is you're doing everything right. You know how to support him. You know. He feels that he needs, like, my old dog, I bought memory foam, like as if he needs memory foam for joint relief. So maybe a memory foam bed would also be quite supportive. But I know you mean emotionally. I know you mean emotionally. That was just something physical that I picked up on there. Oh, I've muted my producer somehow. Hang on a minute. I don't. Oh, yeah, sorry. Let me have a look. Who's next? All right, been doing loads of readings this week. Who's next? Kaylee with her cat, Bella. Oh, I was dying to sing. Kaylee, is it too late to say I'm sorry? Sorry, Kaylee. You probably get that all the time, don't you? I love that, Kaylee by Marillion. I love that song. Let's have a look. Okay. So we've got Kaylee with her cat, Bella. Oh, look at Bella. What a beauty. Looks very, very switched on in that picture, doesn't she? Kaylee says, Bella, 5 years, is a rescue, and I've had since she was 7 months old. Oh, I would love to know why she ended up at the rescue and her background. She's very fussy with food and she wastes a lot. Flea treatments don't seem to be working, and it is very difficult as she hates being picked up. She has funny moods. 1 minute she's enjoying a fuss, and then she hisses and she runs off. Please tell her that I love everything about her character and she means the world to me. Oh, Kaylee, do you know what I love about that is that you accept her for who she is. You love her regardless of her traits and her little moods and all that. You love her, and that's how animals love us. They show us unconditional love. And you're doing exactly that, Kaylee, for Bella, which I think is a really beautiful thing to do. I've had a look for you, and I've told her those things you wanted me to tell her, how much you love her, and that you just want to be with her, and that you accept her, you love her regardless. She tells me that she shows you and teaches you how to be independent. So she gets you to come out of your comfort zone. So she said she's teaching you how to be independent. She said her background is that she was part feral and that she was found as a kitten, but she makes me feel from a litter of feral kittens. So she's got this side to her which is still a bit wild. but in a nice way. What I found was really interesting is that she says that when she was little, she was very ill and she nearly died. She said, I was very sickly. And she said it was like she had the flu, some kind of flu, and she was vomiting. And she said, because of that, she has an association with food, and that some foods make her feel sick. Or she said she'd eaten when she was ill and then she was sick. So she sometimes associates food making her feel ill. So I know that's not an easy thing to get round, but it gives us a little bit more of a background and understanding on why she can be messy or strange with food. So I said, well, what do you like? What can we give you? You know, what can help? And then she said to me she prefers sloppy food or even like a soup type mixture of food. I thought, cat soup? Is that a thing? You might end up with your blender on the go here, Kaylee, whizzing it up. But I know what she means. Maybe you could put, if she's having dry food, what you could try, put some hot water on it and let it stand. And she might prefer the food like lukewarm. So even if it's wet food, you could put a bit of hot water out the kettle on it, so you can mix it, and that might make it a bit more palatable. But obviously check the temperature before you feed it to her, that it's just lukewarm. And some animals like that, especially if they, with their instincts of killing prey, because obviously that is like blood heat. And I think that might help. So try that. I also feel it might be good for her to have some kind of pro or prebiotics food with that in for her tummy to help that feel more settled. She gave me the name of either Amelia or Amanda, so you might know them. If not, write it down and look out for that person. I think you're going to have to go to your vet about the flea treatment if it's not working, see what the vet says about that. And if you're getting a checkup on her, I felt like she picks up fleas really easily. And then that made me think, with her moodiness, is her thyroid in balance? So maybe you could ask the vet about that, or even have her blood done, because her immune may be a bit compromised in some way, and that's why she picks up fleas quite readily. It's almost like they see her as an easy target. So ask your vet about that is my advice there. Because I feel that she told us that she was ill when she was little, and that might have had a bearing on how she is now, even though she's 5 and it was, you know, over 4 years ago. Nevertheless, she had a bad start in life, and that can have a knock-on effect. So just bear that in mind. She tells me she loves you very much. I thought that was lovely. And she gave me the name of Steve or Stephen. So you'll have to let me know. Let me know what you think about that. And I hope that's helped you, Kaylee, with lovely, lovely Bella. I'm just going to see if I can get my producer back, because I've lost him. It's me. I think I keep doing something that I shouldn't do. Are you there? Sorry. I thought I'd lost you, but he's back. That's good. That's good. So remember, this week's mystery box is made from alabaster. It's a little box this week. I'm going to shake it for you. Okay. You can hear there's something in there. What could it be? What could it be? Nobody at the moment has got it right, but don't forget, you can keep sending in your answers all week until next Wednesday, when I come back live again with you next Wednesday at 7:30 here on Facebook and YouTube, of course. Remember to like, tag somebody, comment and share. That's all I ask. Readings are free, and if you are the winner, if you get it right, you're first on the list for a reading on next Wednesday's live. Okay. Now remember, I do not message you asking you for money. I do not message you saying I've got a message for you. We unfortunately have had fake profiles of me and the Pet Psychic page by scammers. So just be on your guard, everybody. Okay, I don't ask you for money. So if anybody starts messaging you, pretending to be me, report them to Facebook and block them. All right, because we keep getting that. It's just the nature of the beast, isn't it, when you do these Facebook lives and they try and take advantage of the situation, and we're not having any of that, are we? So what is in the mystery box? Have a go. Let me see who's here. Angela says, thank you so much for last week's reading for Snowball. You were so right on everything. He's a very intelligent zebra finch. Oh, he's a lovely bird, isn't he? I gave them all the travel drops in their water to help them deal with the stress of moving. He loves his new home and view out of the window. Oh, that's lovely. Gemma said, you must have fun, Beth, chatting with your pets during the day. I do. I do have fun with them. My new dog's very cheeky, actually. She was very quiet when I had her a few weeks ago. She's coming out of her shell now. She's a poodle crossed with a Maltese. And my friend came round to see me on Saturday. My friend Angela, she came all the way from Swansea. And I made us some lunch, and I'd put a bowl of grated cheese on the dining room table. And I just turned round to get I'd made some pasta, to get the pasta. And my new dog, Poppy, she had jumped on the dining room chair, proceeded to jump on the dining room table, and had got her head in the bowl of grated cheese. See, even Pet Psychics dogs don't behave themselves. And of course, I couldn't really do a lot about it with my friend there. And I thought, you little madam, you've taken advantage of the situation. But I think she really enjoyed the cheese. So now I have to move all the chairs away from the table so she can't do it again. So there you go. So yes, I do have great fun. Yes, I do indeed. Kim says hi from Australia, Beth. Hello, Kim. Brenda said, is it a dice? No, it's not a dice, Brenda. Lee said nail clippers. Melissa said locket. No. Kim said a box of candy or mints. No, it's nothing you can eat. There's another little clue. Pamela said the scammer contacted me this week. I hope you gave them what for, Pamela? Block, report. Do not have anything to do with them. Don't even answer them. You know it's not me. I don't ask you for money, and I won't contact you pretending I've got a message for you. They use some weird language. They say things like, hello, sweetie. They say things like that. I wouldn't say that anyway. You'll know if they're a scammer. Ruthie says, bells to put on a collar or purse. It's not bells. Leah, hair. What does that say? Hair Barrett. I can't read that. It's nothing to do with your hair anyway. Earrings? No, it's not. It's not earrings, but maybe you're getting warm. Maybe. Tracy said, hi, Beth. Loving all your readings again tonight, from Tracy from York. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Thank you very much. Annie says, an alabaster tie clip. No, it's not a tie clip, Annie. Lynn Karen says doggy biscuit. No, it's not a doggy biscuit. Gemma said, haha, cheeky monkeys. She is a cheeky monkey, I tell you, she is. Stacey says, what a gift it is to see you today. I'm here in Houston, Texas. Oh, wow. I had a question about my bully named Shyla. Is he happy with me because I'm not able to walk him like I thought I could because of my cerebral palsy? Oh, that's lovely, Stacey. Do you know what? Shyla loves you, loves to be with you. Do you get some help, Stacey, with walking Shyla? I'm sure you do. And I think he understands. He understands the way it is. He's very tuned in. He just said to tell you the name Nick or Nicola. Is that somebody close to you? If not, I want you to look out for them. He's just given me that. Dee Dee, hello from Ontario in Canada. I get out all over the world on Facebook, isn't it fab? Let me have a look. Melissa, how can we get a reading from you? I really want to know about the kitty who chose us in 2020. Melissa, I just get absolutely inundated for readings. I honestly do. I try and get through as many as I can, but there's only one of me. But have a go at the mystery box. You might win and then you will get a reading next week. It's a definite then. Sarah says thumbtacks and rings. Louisa said a ring. It's not a ring. It's not a pendant, but you're getting a bit closer. You are getting a little bit closer. Now, remember, you can enter all week. You can have as many goes as you like to tell me what is inside the mystery box. You are not limited on your attempts at getting the answer right. Keep going, keep having a go, keep trying. Do like, do comment, do share, do tag somebody so they can join in as well. That's all I ask of you. All right. And share the Pet Psychic Live when I'm on next week. Let people know. Help me grow the page. I'd really appreciate if even you share the Pet Psychic page so you can let other people know about what I do. And I'm really like passionate about doing readings for people and keeping this free. I'm really passionate about that, so I can try and help you as much as possible. Do grab my book if you want to learn how to do it as well. Everything you need to know to become a pet psychic, because I've crammed that full of all my tips and techniques. I've shown you exactly how I do it. I'm not one of these people that think it's just for me. I want to share that with you as well. Now we have another reading. Who's next? Let me have a look through my little list of people. Alice with Dandelion. It's making me think of that drink, Dandelion and Burdock. Do you remember that? Corona Pop. Well, maybe you're not quite as old as me, so you might not remember it. Right, who else is here? Melissa said thank you. Kim said chain with a pendant on it. No, it's not. Lynn said, Karen said earbuds. No, it's not that either. Oh, here's the beautiful Dandelion. Look at him. Isn't he gorgeous? Oh, I love rabbits. I used to have rabbits when I was a child. Alice said, meet Dandelion, my rabbit, and I believe he's 1.5 years old. He is an unwanted bunny that I rescued from a cage. Hang on, just get the picture up again, Mr. Producer, because I haven't quite finished reading it. Thank you. He's an unwanted bunny that I rescued from a cage. My question is if he is happy and if there's anything else I can do for him. Let me see what he has to say to you, Alice. Lovely little dandelion, isn't he gorgeous? So he said, I'm really coming out of my shell now. And he said, I like being in the house. He said, I like being in the house. He said he likes to hear music. And this was like the weirdest thing, Alice, that I could see. Do you hold him and sort of sway or dance? Because he said he could feel like swaying, but he was like playing me music at the same time. I hope you can understand that, Alice. So you will have to let me know. I'm just calling the producer back because I've lost him. So yes, Alice, let me know if you hold him and sway or dance, okay? He says he feels very connected to you, but I don't know whether he's picking up on some dental issues you've got, or have you had a sore mouth? I know that sounds a bit odd, but he's very much picks up on your energy. He said, I'm very kind, he says, but I can be feisty. He says, and he said, I crave your attention. He says, and sometimes I crave it at odd times. He says, stop looking at your phone and look at me. That made me laugh when I got that, Alice. I thought that was really funny. I thought that was very funny indeed. So I hope that has helped you. And I'm going to give you a little. He said, I'm getting used to things. And then he gave me this really funny thing where he showed me a picture of a fish tank and fish. And I thought, have you had some fish, or have you been talking about getting some, or has your friend got some? But he was showing me that. And I thought, oh, that's different. He also talked about a person who either works in landscaping or gardening or has some kind of botanical background, because he gave me botanics. I can only think that that's something to do with flowers. But then he was showing me like a long garden. So he was showing me pictures, but I felt like it was somebody's job. And then he talked also about somebody using a saw who's a carpenter. So he really like gets and extracts information from you and what's going on in your life, or who you're meeting, or who you're about to meet. I felt like he's a very psychic rabbit, like he could see for the future. He also gave me the name of Phil or Philip and Lee and Adam. So he was giving me these male names. So look out for them. But I felt that you're doing everything right. He is happy. He seems quite settled now, coming out of his shell. And he likes to be in the house. I felt like the diet and all those kind of practical things, you've nailed it, like you know what you're doing. But he says to me, you're good at researching things, and you've like looked into the right things for him, like you've done research, and also you just seem to know how to treat him well and what he needs and requires. So I just want to give you a thumbs up for that. So I hope that's helped. And I think he's beautiful. He really is. Brenda said, is it a nail file? Not a nail file. And Stephanie said, cufflinks. No, beads, wristwatch, and earbuds. None of those things are in the mystery box. What's in there? Keep trying. Keep trying. Right. So I did another reading this week. Who was the next one? For Pamela with Bean. Bean is a female dog who is 3 years old. And I like this little message that Pamela put. She put, hello, this is Bean. She's 3 and she runs the roost. Sounds like my daughter's dog, Vivian, who's staying with us. She tries to run the roost. She said, this year I adopted a dog who ran away immediately, and I did hire a tracker, and we looked for months but couldn't find her. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Pamela. I know that must be so distressing for you. I mean, it sounds like you've done absolutely everything you could do to find her. But then you say, I then adopted a very shut down dog called Sadie. And I knew that Bean and Matthew, which I'm assuming is another dog, would be great mentors for a dog who needed a pat. I think it's been a magical experience for all of them, but I do wonder what Bean thinks. Sadie has blossomed in our home. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? But I can see that Bean doesn't always want to hang out with her. Well, let me see what I wrote down about Bean, Pamela. I put that Bean likes to be the leader of the pack, but there is an underlying insecurity, a little bit of insecurity there as well, Pamela. Maybe you know about that, or maybe you suspect it, or maybe this is news to you, but it's the feeling that Bean gives me. But Bean says, I feel very loved, but I like to love my owner, and I'm very protective of my owner and of the other dogs. Bean gave me the name of Chris. I don't know if she means male or female Chris, because I just got it as Chris and I don't want to judge that. So I hope you understand that name. But she does say that she feels a bit like her nose has been pushed out of joint because Sadie gets a lot of attention. And she says, and sometimes she goes, I want that attention. And she says, I don't always want to share my owner. So she was very honest. And she says, sometimes I do get a little bit jealous over Sadie. But she does feel as though she supported Sadie and has welcomed her in and helped her grow over time. And she said, I've tried to be a leader and show her the right things to do and our routine. So she said Sadie has followed her around, but she said sometimes she said, I want to be on my own. I just like some space. She said, I can be very cute and I am very loving. I thought that was nice. She gave me the date of November the 8th. So write that on your diary, unless you already know what that's for. And she gave me the name that sounded like Rhiannon or Rihanna, which I thought was quite an unusual name. The other name she gave me is the name of Tim. It might be Timothy, but I got it as Tim. But I think she's absolutely gorgeous. And I think you're doing a good job with all these dogs, you know. And I'm so sorry to hear that you never found the other dog. That must have been very stressful and very difficult for you. And sometimes these things happen and we don't always get an answer and we don't always get a conclusion that we desperately hope for. I think what to say is that in regard to that, that you've carried on and you've done your very best, and also you've adopted the dog and welcomed her into your home. And I think that's lovely of you, Pamela. So I hope that has helped you with your beautiful dog, Bean. Let me see who else is here. Let me have a look. Oh, Keith, he said, can you give me a message for my cat Billy, who was recently put to sleep. She was 21. Thank you, Joy. Oh, it was the right time. I get that message, Keith. It was the right time. What a lovely long life. 21. That's incredible. But you must miss your cat so much, having your cat for that many years. Billy, Billy. Billy shows me a young cat coming in around you, Keith, like you're being sent another cat. You might not want another cat. It can be hard to accept another one after you've lost a dear one. But when things are synchronized, they just happen and you'll just know what to do. Billy sends a lot of love from you from spirit side, has let you know, has sent you signs, but he's given me a name, EL. I think it might be the name of Elaine. Might be a name like Elizabeth, like mine, but I think it might be Elaine. So if you don't know that name, can you look out for it, please, Keith? I'm so sorry that you had to make that heartbreaking decision, but you have done the right thing. You know you have. You do know. Hello, Alison. Oh, you've got a girl who I believe has been abused. You've got her at 9.5 weeks. Aggressive, scared. Now she's so loving, but she bites and gets angry. She's afraid of noise or people or anything. I don't know how to help her. I'm not going to give up. I don't want to have her euthanised. What can I do to help her not to be this way anymore? I think that you're doing a good job, actually. I think there was a very difficult beginning for this cat. I think you've picked up on it. If she was mine, sometimes you have to start with the physical things, even though there's emotional problems. Always go down the physical route first. Get blood checked, make sure there's nothing underlying. Also, look at the diet and the food, what you're giving, and get some expert nutritional advice. I would just mention this to the vet. I feel that may be a way forward. Persevere, but keep safe. I feel like she needs the influence, like from another cat, like to be shown, but there might be something underlying physically, and I'd get that checked first before you do anything else. Gemma said, could you ask my girl Chihuahua called Crystal, who'll be 3 in October, if she's happy, and why is she so nervous around other people, and why is she to her sister Angel, and why she's so naughty, eating her poop again. Right, Gemma, sometimes when dogs eat their poop, it's because there's a nutritional imbalance, and that might be featuring with her naughtiness and the nerves. So look at all the vitamins and everything that you may well require. Talk to a nutritionist, a dog nutritionist to start with. She is nervous around people, and I tell you what that is. She tells me, Gemma, she feels she has to protect you. She is very, very protective of you. She's created this zone, even with the other dog. She's still trying to look after you. It might be that you could do with a bit of advice from a dog behaviourist on that one. Have a look, see who's recommended in your area. So I hope that helps. Don't forget, everybody, to join in with the mystery box this week. One last little shake, and I might be on the Pet Psychic page this week giving you extra clues. So don't forget to keep checking back, because I'll be giving you some extra clues. I'll be looking to see if anybody's got the answer right. Remember, you can have as many goes as you like, but do comment, tag, share the page. Let me know you're there and have as many goes as you like. I don't mind how many goes you have. And I'll be back next Wednesday doing it all over again at 7:30 live here on Facebook. Do send in your pictures of your pets, your questions, so that I can do some of the readings in advance for you. And do have a wonderful week. And I will see you next Wednesday. Take care. Hope you've enjoyed the night as much as I have, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.